Good morning. We about to pick some tomatoes again. And here goes some. A lot right there. All that steel basil is coming out everywhere. I got the basil out of there already. So what is that? You don't see that bug? What is that thing? Anyway, they on everything. Oh, look. My taro has a leaf. Yay! It don't take much to excite me, but look at that. It's growing. It's growing. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. And let me show you this spaghetti squash. Look, now I got some big feet, y'all. I'm like, I wear 10. Look at that. Ooh. Yeah, and I'm like 5'9", so that's not bad. I got some boats, though. Look at all these tomatoes. So I'm picking all these ripe ones. And I'm going to leave the green ones on there to get a more ripe or bigger. Because some, it's like every time I come out here and I try to go ahead and finish it off, they come back. And my cassava. These aren't growing as much as the ones in the smaller pots. Well, that's not. I don't know what's up with that soil. Because the plant I had in there didn't do well either. I don't know. But it's the same bag as all this other stuff. So, well, same brand. But look at that one. That's cassava too. And I got a little funny looking zucchini. Almost cooked that today. Hopefully the critters didn't get me for my other one. Well, it got me for one, but I still got that one. So I got 2 zucchini. And some little gnat bugs are like in these tomatoes. I don't know what that is. I'm not big on what pests are in the garden. I just get out here and do stuff. I don't know what I'm doing, but I think, I think you just put stuff in the ground and let it grow. And look at this bad boy right here. Oh, the ants are on them. See? These bee bugs don't want you to have nothing. But there go one finally growing in these. I just left these alone. I just water them and I don't even have to talk to them no more. We ain't on talking terms. They didn't do right. I mean, these were the first ones I planted and they didn't do a thing. And my little dog barking at something. So I'm going to let her have that. She's a little German Shepherd. And she is protective, boy. Now, I moved this from one of those smaller pots into this big pot just to see if it would do something. Because the others they didn't do a thing. And they didn't get any bigger than maybe twice the size of this. And see, yeah, I got big hands too, but, it is what it is. My daddy was a football player. So, yeah. They didn't get more than twice that size, and then all of a sudden the bugs was eating them, so it wasn't even worth picking. I don't know what's over here. I cut some of the y'all, but I don't know. It's growing back. Oh, I got one coming here now. Look. Ah, yeah, baby. Oh, look at this one. It's still green up at the top, so I'm gonna let it grow some more. So I'm just letting this do whatever it's gonna do. And then look, there go one. See, as long as something's growing on it, I'm hesitant to go ahead and stop them because it's taking so long. And I mean, now that they, on the winning team, see, look at that little one in there. I don't want to stop the progress. And there's one right down in there. So, I don't know. But I did get some big... Let me run over here. It's going to take a minute, y'all, because I'm fat. Not just... That's temporary, though. Temporary because they fat. I'm working on it. But, and then it's just like 2 acres. So, I bought these 250-gallon... totes, drums, containers. I don't know exactly what they are, but they used to have he said detergent in it or fertilizer. So we're gonna clean them out real good. And they were $5. So I got 8. They were $5 a piece. And my plan is to turn one into a rain catchment system from the house, so I can have rainwater for the plants and stuff. And then one of them, I'm gonna cut a little hole in it and turn it into a little bitty goat house, because I got my little goats over there. And the others, my plan is to cut them in half, either at this line right here. It's like a line of demarcation right here. I want to cut them right here and drill holes in them top and bottom and turn them into garden beds, because my black pots that I'm using is starting to wear out, and big pots are pretty expensive. So for $5, even if it only lasts 1 year, that's good. Now this is our little chicken coop that's in transition. We just pitiful out here, but look at this. These turn into these real big old green squash gourd looking things. They smell like butternut squash, but they look like I guess it's just crossbred or something. But this grew last year as well, and we fed all of it to the pigs and stuff, because you know pumpkin seeds are good for worms and all that. And it's like, look how thick those are. Now this is where the pigs used to be, back over in the corner behind this. And look, it's growing all up into the trees. This is just free. And so it's get these blooms on them, and those big blooms turn into like 15-pound gourds. The smallest one was like 7 pounds, but they're huge. They were like between 12 and 18 inches big. So I'm just letting it do what it do. We cut them down last year, and we still got about 10 or 12 that size. So we didn't do anything to it this year, in hopes that it will do like it did last year and provide us with some supplemental food for our animals. Now, we hadn't cut back here, so see, look, it's growing all back up in there, and it grow all up into the trees and stuff. And this is North Mississippi, so there's a lot of copperheads and stuff like that out here, so I'm kind of hesitant to go back there and show y'all, because I live too far in the woods to have to get got and have to go to the ER. I won't make it probably. And this one of our little ducks we hatched in the incubator. So are a lot of these. This is the same old garden spot that we never did anything with, because procrastination nation. And the chickens are all in here. There's a lot of possums around. And this is where we keep our feed in. We keep our corn in here, corn mix. We keep hay in here. And we keep our other feed in here. That's a multi-species feed. And this is Dixie. And that's Nugget. And that's Bad Buck Rogers. He's so mean. Look how fat he is. Oh yeah, and they about to be for sale, because I'm trading breeds out. I've fallen in love with the Nubians, even though they are so high maintenance. Say, I'm high maintenance. I'm a high maintenance goat. I'm Junebug and I'm nosy, mama. I'm a nosy mama. And his name is no longer Bambi. His name is, I'm Chevy. Hey, Chevy. And that's Pepper. Named in honor of a little dog that passed away last year. Well, this year. Yes, her name is Pepper. And I got this from Tractor Supply. It's supposed to help with the hay waste. And so, like, once the hay gets wet or whatever, and we hatch that chicken too. In the incubator. Once the hay gets wet or on the ground, they won't eat it. So I got this. This is like $10, I don't want to pay $10 for it, but you know, because I'm cheap like that, I feel like that ought to be like $5. But it is what it is. And so far, it looks like it's doing pretty good. It's some stuff down there, but not a whole lot. Not as much as they waste when we put it in there, or when we put it in the trough that we had. So we'll see. And this beautiful thing is Duchess. Hey, Duchess. Hey, Mama. You so spoiled. This dog would lay on the air conditioning vent. We live in a double wide out here in the woods. She'll lay on the air conditioning vent. And you know they on the floor. So she just lay right on it, soak up all the air. And she was outside before we got her. So I don't even know how she got so stuck up so fast. And this is our little cool area off in there. Now, when it's cold there, I'll go in there. But since it's hot, and you know snakes like that kind of stuff, I'm not going to do it. But all that's ours back off in there, too. So most of our property is wooded. And I don't know what this is about with these trees growing up through these tires, but they was like that when we bought it, so it's going to be like that. And this is a real big mulberry tree. I guess it should have been a bush. We never get anything off of it because the squirrels be killing it. Yeah. Woo! And if y'all don't know, that's pokeweed. The little bitty, these at the top, this is what people pick off. The newer shoots, pick that off, and you boil it, and then you boil it again, and you boil it again, and then you mix it with eggs. That's what people did back in the old day. Poke salad. And this is the summer rabbit spot. And it's under some big pine and oak trees. The grow out pen, future sales or future deep freezer. Depends on which comes first. That gray rabbit in there is our handsome buck. He got him too.